How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and now we're going to be talking about Senseonics. They literally just came out with their earnings report and after hours, so we're going to be going over that, and we're also going to be doing the technical analysis. We already know there's a lot of volatility going on in the market right now, and it's something that we need to cover, all right? So let's get into it. All right, so we're going to be doing the technical analysis on Senseonics. Overall, ended up being down 15.67% on the day. So it didn't have the best day at all, but the good news is what's going to be coming, right after I do this technical analysis video. I will give you the most recent news in regards to their earnings and why, you know what, it's something to actually look forward to see how Senseonics does in the future, especially with everything they have going on and what's in the pipeline as well. So we could see over here quickly, we ended up having a big time gap down. You can see from after hours, we came all the way down here into the pre-market, starting off at around $2.90. Ended up finding some support here at $2.85. We didn't end up revisiting that area for the entire remaining of the pre-market area, so that's good. So we could see the support area came here, started over here at around 285. Then it's moved up to here. We could call that around 290, right? And then this is around 292, exact to be 293. Ended up testing this area a few times during pre-market, as you can see, but it ended up actually staying above it, which is a good sign. And then as we could see here, it had a strong move going into the opening, getting up to here to $3.21, really thinking that, you know what, it looked like it was trying to reclaim to where it was yesterday, because even if we look at the high yesterday, as I bring this chart back, it was around $3.52. But as you know, the conditions in the market were not the greatest of days. So we already know what's happening. This is a very, very bearish condition. So we end up having a strong sell-off that morning dip, which happened to a lot of stocks that we've covered so far for today and also on the week. We ended up getting down here to $2.75, getting down to a support level that we did not even see in the pre-market, right? It was down here to $2.70, but as you know, whenever we see this, they didn't spend too much time down here, so that's why we call it a level of $2.78. Ended up holding down the support level all the way up, going into around $12.25 until it broke it, but we also see that it had a resistance level here at $2.97. So if it would have broken this area, we definitely would have been able to see the area of $3.05 being revisited, but it didn't happen. But that's fine. So we take a look here, selling coming back down. Then we have another resistance area here, $2.93, which we were unable to actually get past for the remainder of the day. We have a strong sell-off starting here from $12.10, getting down here to $2.10 at $2.55. But the good thing about it is we can see this is a support area because it ended up testing it again during the 3 o'clock hour between 3:10 and also let's call that 3:15 and so forth, right? So what we need to take a look at whenever these things happen, these are great opportunities, especially when it's a market-wide type of a dip where you take advantage of it. So if you would have took advantage here, you take a look at the RSI, we're literally tested here. We're literally at the 30 range and then getting all the way back up here to where you can see the RSI ends up being literally at 50, almost snap dab right in the middle. So that's definitely would have been a good move, even if you would have caught it here around the 280 area and then having a move up to 297. Hey, it's 20 cents. If you're dealing and you're doing big shares, big volume amounts, whatever, then that's not too bad. But at the end of the day, considering it is a bearish condition, I know there were many people who have probably ended up buying a put or started shorting as soon as when it hit the top here and ended up really making some good bank here at $2.55 from $3.22. We also need to take in consideration there was an announcement saying that earnings was going to be coming out at after hours. So it wasn't going to be during regular trading hours. So don't be surprised why we started having these strong sell-offs towards the end. But the good thing is it ended up coming back and revisiting up to that support area where you can see at $2.68. And it actually is holding up even going into after hours today. Even if we open up the chart a little bit to see how everything was going, like I said, the earnings were released in after hours. So you can see it ended up making a strong move here to $2.98 and then having a strong sell-off So if we take a look at what's going on here, it looks like we have a support level here at $2.80. Right now it's currently at $2.81, going back and forth between $2.81. But the good thing is, soon as when we got into the after hours, it's doing a fairly good job staying above the 21-day EMA. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing that continue for tomorrow, all things considered, because the earnings report wasn't that bad at all, right? So I'm really looking forward to see what happens, because like I said, we ended up just coming back to touch the 200-day SMA and so forth. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing a run up. As you know, there's a lot of things in the pipeline going on for Senseonics, and we'll have to see what happens. But as far as if it ends up gapping down tomorrow, potentially we'll definitely end up seeing this 270 area, right? Being a solid support area. If it ends up breaking that area, then we could definitely end up seeing 260. Let's take a look quickly at the 3-month chart. Yeah. So if we take a look at the 3-month, we know there's some support here around the 89 cents area. Very, very strong support. But before we even get to that area, take a look here. You can see there's some strong support here at 268. So if this area ends up breaking, then the next level to look out for is around, let's say, about 240s, high 230s. And then if that level ends up breaking, it can get very interesting, right? It can get close to $2 potentially, but we definitely have to see if it ends up breaking 220 and also breaking 230 first, and just seeing how the market conditions are going on for this week and for next week. All right, so as you can see, we're on Yahoo Finance. We're going to be going over the earnings for Senseonics. So Senseonics Holdings Inc. reports fourth quarter and full year 2020 financial results. A medical technology company focused on the development and commercialization of long-term implantable continuous glucose monitoring systems for people with diabetes today reported financial results for the quarter and full year ended in December 31st, 2020. So recent highlights and accomplishments. Generated fourth quarter 2020 revenues of 3.9 million, primarily driven by orders to support the European installed base up to the Essentia Diabetes Care commercial transition. Raised 175 million of proceeds from equity offerings in the first quarter of 2021 to strengthen the balance sheet. Essentia Diabetes Care initiated Eversense sales and marketing activities in Europe and select markets on February 1st, 2021. Eversense implantable CGM CPT codes were added to the 2021 Medicare physician fee schedule, improving national reimbursement payment availability for implantable CGM systems and physician services. Reduced fourth quarter operating expenses by 13.8 million compared to the prior year period, resulting from the execution of strategic cost reductions and the streamlined operational focus. This is what we love to see. The fact that the operating expenses have gone down is very, very huge. I want you guys to take this into consideration, and also taking into account the revenue that has been getting better as well, and the balance sheet looking healthier. So here's what there's more that we got to go into as far as what management is saying. We are very pleased with our fourth quarter results, our commercial collaboration agreement with Essentia, and the success of our recent financing. These steps can conclude a strategically transformational year for Senseonics, said Tim Goodnow, PhD President and Chief Executive Officer of Senseonics. We believe Essentia's commercial experience and global footprint will help grow the market for Eversense in 2021 and beyond. This is great for investor confidence. We are working with Essentia to further expand commercial activity in the coming months. These collaborative efforts include developing plans for new programs designed to raise patient and provider awareness, reduce patient costs, and continually expand the global access for Eversense. If you don't know already, Eversense has been part of the reasons why Senseonics is making strong moves. So for my final thoughts for Senseonics, I am still bullish. I still see a lot of upside. What we're seeing right now in the market is a lot of volatility. So if you're seeing SENS as a long-term play, this is a great opportunity for you right now. But I would highly suggest using a dollar cost averaging approach. Just don't go in with one large lump sum because you know right now the price looks cheap. Instead, if you have, let's say for example, $1,000, split that up into doing plays of $250. So what that means, let's say next week you do Monday, I'm going to spend $250, right? Wednesday I'll spend another $250. Thursday, Friday, then I'll spend those $250s respectively. So in total, that is $1,000. You could also do this every time there's a dip. So you could do this even on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, taking advantage of when it has those dips and have your positions built out that way. You also can look at it, or if you believe, well, you know what, this might last for another 2 to 3 weeks, then you could divide it in that sense. Well, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this dip in 1 week and in another week and just spread that over 4 times. So that's just another way to actually take advantage of the volatility that we see. I'm not saying it's going to last another month, or I'm not saying it's going to last another 3 weeks, but it's just one of the ways of actually putting your money to good use so you don't end up having that FOMO or feeling like, hey, man, I wish I would have had more money to put in because it ended up going down even further. So to avoid all of that, the dollar cost averaging can help you out. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and we'll talk soon.